For 100 years, we've been there for people when they needed to come knock on our doors, and we hope to do this for the next 100 years. We are an agency that is constantly on the lookout within our very own community for unmet needs, for high needs, and trying to come up with innovative and creative programming and services that will meet those needs and meet them in a way that they are accessible and affordable to all. The clients that we serve typically are unable to pay for what we are providing them, whether it's counseling, whether it's school supplies, whether it's clothing or food on their tables, whether it's care for aging adults at home. What we recognize is that if someone has come and knocked on our door and needs our services, then they need our services. And it's not for us to sit here and judge how badly they need them or who needs it more than someone else. And so then we become reliant on our generous donors and our community who we hope to have their support. This is our opportunity to shine and say, this is us, and to get our story out there.
I came to Rochester in 1941. I was 10, almost 11 years old, and fostered by a wonderful family under the auspices of the Jewish Social Service Bureau, as it was called then. They supervised our integration into the foster home. I had dental care, I had medical care, I had clothing. It's just a wonderful, fabulous organization that we are so lucky to have here in the Rochester community. I am speaking really out of gratitude. That's what I want people to know.
My wife and I were trying to start a family, and our path led us towards adoption.
It was a lot of unknowns, and so that's scary. We were so hopeless, and we really thought that we were never going to be happy again.
We were recommended to Jewish Family Services, and that was our introduction to Jewish Family Services.
There's a Yiddish term, beshert, that things are meant to be. I just felt like this coming together is exactly what was supposed to happen.
That was where it all started for us. The beginning of our family starts with Jewish Family Services.
That was the greatest gift in the world, and so I'm forever indebted to them. You're gonna go upstairs? It's okay, whatever you choose.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, babe.
Kids deserve the best education, no matter where they live, and a lot of kids in RCSD don't always have the materials to be successful.
I tend to spend anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000 a year on school supplies.
Pencils and Paper was created to help children and teachers in the Rochester City School District have supplies.
I am one of those teachers. I like to be very transparent and let students know, this is how much people value you, and our classroom and our community, look what they gave us.
So amazing. Every time I go there, I get the chills because I'm like, oh my gosh, there are people in the community that care about us.
It really does impact students' future greatness.
It's not only a parent's job to raise their children, it takes a village, it takes a community. It really does. And school is a huge part of a child's life. And it needs to be a place that is really supporting your child in all areas. The Jewish schools in our community were really in need of mental health professionals to be on staff at school. Since Jewish Family Service has hired this school psychologist that I've been working with a couple of my kids, I just think that's fantastic, and I think it's just a much needed service for so many children, and I'm just really happy that they're recognizing that that's a need and filling that need. This can change the life of children, literally, literally. To have someone in a school setting where a child may be struggling in some area, somebody who can champion them and support them and guide them will change the direction of that child's life.
I lost my wife about 4 years ago, and I could no longer keep up my home.
I went through depression and stuff, me not working, able to work, so I have no income coming in. So like, if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'd be right now.
I would think back at it, I would just be frightened, really, a big man like me, frightened of what I would have became if it wasn't for them.
When it comes to very, very personal and private stuff, I can bring that forward to her, you know.
I could call them and tell them, well, I don't have food. They would bring me food and make sure I ate.
These are things that our community needs. We need, our food cupboard. We need our clothing closet. We need our social workers going out and meeting people who might have a disability.
Every client touches your heart, and that is what you need to find in every person that you're dealing with, is that find that piece that connects you. And that's why they feel special, is because we're focused on them and what their needs are.
This is what they do for the elderly. This is what they do, and they're wonderful at it, very professional, and they care.
Decency is important.
You trust in them because they're gonna do the things that they said they're gonna do for you.
And you gotta look at that kind of stuff.
They helped me, and I will not lie, they helped me, and I thank God for them people. I thank God for them. Because I don't know what I did without them.
It says, you have made life worth living. And that's the bottom line. Life is worth living through the Jewish Family Service.